YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very weird, different, I think it's going to be a dark side knockoff toy video on YouTube, because, hey, we're dealing with a cheap and nasty knockoff looking Lamborghini. Is it a Gallardo or is it a Murcielago? And the sun is setting at the moment, hey? But hey, let's quickly examine about this car and see what it looks like. And I paid it for about 50 pence. Let me just show you how it's like. Okay, with all of this trash and all of this rubbish right over in my other room right here. Boom! Shakalaka, yeah! This is, of course, a very weird knockoff Lamborghini Gallardo. It was a Murcielago type car. I can't really tell what model of Lamborghini this is because I'm not sure what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a knockoff. Do you know, you can see how, cheap and nasty. Look at that. It just falls apart in my hands because you can see that the whole thing is made out of very cheap and nasty plastic. The paint is so oversprayed here. You can see all that black here. It's not being straightforward painted very well. You can see there's a lot of bit of overspraying right here. That just shows you just how cruddy and shoddy and cheap and nasty this is. And if I pull this thing apart, it would have had like a pullback feature, but I'm pretty sure that the pullback feature is, it's pretty much broken. It's probably missing a bit of gears that would have actually been intertwined with this little main motor system, which does not work anymore here. And as you can see, if I pull apart the chassis like that, you can just feel it, that it's actually going to break. Yeah, I just don't understand how is this cheap stuff very much allowed to be sold. The back detailing here, there's not much detailing on the back. Just crummy bits of painting like so, and there's some black detailings of windows which are just terribly wrong. Obviously, I don't know what's going on here. It's just a bit weird seeing knockoff toys being sold at a local charity shop, and I don't understand why. It's from a charity shop called Acorns. I initially thought it was going to be paying for about 30 pence, but it's actually 50 pence. The wing or the spoiler, it does look like it's going to break off, even though it does not look like it is. And actually, I think the chassis does. You can... Oh! Welcome to the dark side. Let's go in and smash this up with Mr. Shovel. Oh, yeah! Boom! Okie dokie, it looks like the sun is setting, and I've got this weird knockoff looking Lamborghini who's got a broken chassis thanks to me. And look at this very big pile of knockoff wreckage here. It's been very wet and very damp sort of day so far. I haven't been making any new videos for a long period of time, but guess what? Because this Lamborghini knockoff has got a bit of a broken chassis, well, I might as well just say, do I just straightforward crush it with my feet? Well, maybe not. I might as well just give this car a complete send-off to another dimension, because we are going to straightforward smash this thing, or I should straightforward smash up this cheap and nasty knockoff toy. Guess what? I'll be right back. Here we go. I'm going to straightforward introduce to the, well, let's just say, oh my goodness me, how am I going to say this? Mr. Shovel! Yeah! Okay, here we go. Sorry, I think the time reaction was absolutely slow. But it doesn't matter because, hey, I'm going to smash this damn car up into pieces. Okay, here we go. Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! It's gone! Or should I just say, it's a goner? Yeah! Tell you what, the plastic really breaks so easily. I'll tell you what, that, oh my goodness me. That is so shoddy. What the hell? Somebody just dropped me right over my freaking backside. I think it's just soil, isn't it? Must have been straightforward beating up towards soil. And I'll tell you what, yep, that car is straightforward done and dusted. Yeah. Well, I could tell you what, that knockoff Lamborghini Gallardo / Murcielago has been blown up into smithereens, or should I just say has been smothered by the complete annihilation of Mr. Shovel. And I can actually see that there's one piece which looks like it needs a complete and utter, let's just say, shoveling. I don't know if that really works well, but I'll tell you what, it needs a bit more pounding, I suppose, eh? Mr. Shovel needs to do more pounding, I have to say, eh? Don't know why I repeat the whole same phrase over and over again. But here we go, here comes the big one. Oh, yeah! Sorry, I just farted. I think its days are over. There you go. Quite a demise. And, oh yeah, look at the chassis. Straightforward stayed intact, but as you can see, there you go, exposing a whole bunch of dark side, and yeah, it's a made in China knockoff toy. Obviously, there's no licensing info. It's just a generic toy, yeah, obviously with just big bulging bright colours on it if it was like some sort of child's toy, but hey, if it was replicating a real McCoy vehicle, toy, car, thingamajiggy, well, there goes the deception. So, tell you what, seeing that car, that's just straightforward, burnt all my money. In fact, it has burnt my wallet so much down to the fact that I've already bought other stuff that I might be able to review in a separate video. And I'll tell you what, I've been doing lots of toy reviews, and I just can't believe that this crap, I tell you what, it just gets sold. Man, I tell you what, the chassis is just, yeah, I could just put zero effort into this thing. Like, literally, it just breaks apart. Like, this is just cheap and nasty crap. Like, literally, I think the way the axles and also the wheels, they're just straightforward ratty as hell. I don't know if I could find other bits of material as I've just been surveying so far, because even though the day is straightforward getting a little bit late, but hey, I had a whole ton of fun smashing up a knockoff dark side Lamborghini Murcielago plastic yellow toy car. And there you go, plastic is starting to expose its true colours. You can see there's a bit of grey and a bit of pale whiteness right over here. If I show it to you again, you can just see there's a bit of a seam that runs around from the edge there that I've just folded to the other side. That's a sign when things are going to straightforward go absolutely chaotic. See that? Not just chaotic, but also go a little bit haphazardous, because that's the hallmark of, you know, trying to make, you know, knockoff toys. Obviously, like here, if I just drag it through camera, you can actually just see how the plastic, and if I go up to a much brighter spot, like literally I can come up towards here. Here you can see it, the washing machine is running in the background, sorry. You can just see how brittle this plastic is. Notice and just how, can you see there's a bit of a seam right there from this end to the other end? That is definitely the complete and utter hallmark that you see on a knockoff toy. You don't find that on real McCoy toys. But that really depends on the factory. I mean, who knows about this stupid, dumb, black piece of chassis plastic. And I hope I'm saying things correctly. Obviously, I tell you what, I had a lot of fun on smashing up knockoff toy cars. Maybe if I try and hold and fold, and maybe if I try and fold this thing apart, you think it's going to break? Doesn't look like it's smashed itself apart into pieces. But I'll tell you what, yes, what a complete and utter destruction here. And somehow, obviously there's a truck horn in the background. There has been no cats in the background so far, because hey, it feels like that the pussycats have decided to go back to bed. And strange enough, you can actually see all of this debris right here. And I'll tell you what, it was a massive amount of force somehow. And actually, a lot of the pieces there have actually stayed intact. One thing you may have noticed is that because we have actually been straightforward indulged by a bit of rainfall, or should I just say inundated by a bit of rainfall, in fact quite a heavy amount of rainfall, there's actually a lot of soil that has been washed right over towards in my backyard garden recently. I can actually start to grab one of the pieces and actually show you the exposure of just how very delicate and very dangerous this is. And I know the paint may seem a bit dodgy, but there's also other things which are just so dodgy, brothers. You can just see how the plastic is like. If I flex it like so, that's also another classic example. I'm also seeing sharp elements, some sharp edges. Okay, so here's another one right here. If I twist that, It's just super brittle. Like, nothing is going to take completely and utterly. Like, there's no effort. Like, literally, I can just put no effort into this thing, and it just breaks. Like, literally. And mind you, if you had a child playing with this, the next thing, they're going to be dead because they're going to be swallowing little bits of plastic and all little gears and stuff. Like, give me a flipping break. But I'll tell you what, I don't have to be straightforward sounding a lot more stroppy about this because, hey, the fun part was that I just smashed up that Lamborghini as a way to make similar videos like that. So one of the fun vehicles I've just smashed up was a knockoff helicopter toy, if you remember in the previous... Whoops! I just dropped my... Oh, man! Oh, crikey's, I think I just dropped my tablet by accident. Sorry about that. But anyways, yes, here is the rest of all of the nasty debris that I just smashed up so far. And actually, I have to say, look at all the pieces. They've actually been straightforward visible. Oh, I can just straightforward hear a bit of crackling sounds. It's like dry fire. It's like dry wood on a roasting open fire. Oh man, I can just feel it. You can just straightforward feel on just how cheap and nasty this is. Mind you, if you start pulling apart all of these things, you probably end up having to go to hospital because obviously, you know, that doesn't sound very nice at all. And I'm putting way too much strength and effort to break this plastic seam apart, and obviously it's still killing me because it's all made in China. It's all just cheap and nasty plastic. Wonder how I have to say, China keeps on pumping up so much of all of this rubbish, and I just don't understand how. You know, I've been to many countries like Malaysia. I've been to Malaysia. You know, they've actually got. Actually, I didn't go to quite a lot of countries. It's only Malaysia. Okay, this is all of where this stuff gets highly exposed. Okay, seeing that, and if I keep bending back and forth, the plastic might seemingly break. Although this actually depends somehow. And as you can see, man, you just never believe me of just how painful this is. So yes, that used to be a fresh, large Lamborghini car. And if I would have actually made a separate video alongside with the Ferrari, it would have actually been, let's just say, 1/3 bigger than the Ferrari Enzo. Was it a Ferrari Enzo? I can't really remember. The orange car that I smashed up back in July. Tell you what, man, smashing up that knockoff Lamborghini was something I have been straightforward proud of. And strange enough, I haven't been doing any gardening videos for a long period of time. I might probably save that for another video time because obviously it's getting very late. And I'll tell you what, seeing that knockoff toy Lamborghini has straightforward brought me into a complete... oh, look at that. There's a bit of soil here. It has brought me into some various different bits of material science there. And I should have been wearing gloves because obviously not only is it cold, but also it would have been a lot more safer than just having to get my fingers cut to the open wound. And obviously if I keep on bending all that plastic, man, that's what I get for, you know. That what I would get for, it's probably getting a whole bunch of like wounds, bruises, cuts, and all that other stuff. I would hate to have that straightforward in that neighborhood of mine, because I'll tell you what, that plastic is very, very delicate. And I'll tell you what, all of it is just very, very broken. Oh, look at that. A lot of material science going on here. Quite obviously, if you would have been straightforward playing with all this stuff, and you would have tried to smash and break everything, or you're not only killing the toy, but you're also going to kill other people and also yourself along the way. But hey, that's how knockoffs are like. And that is the true meaning of the dark side of what it's like. But there you go, it's actually straightforward turning very, very dark. And I'll tell you what, it's been very nice, straightforward making new videos like that, because hey, and there's a crowd of people laughing. Right, let me just straightforward jump cut, and I'll just straightforward sign off the video right now. Well, I don't know about you, but... well, it's pretty clear, but I'll tell you what, it just straightforward blew, it just blew apart. Very much so, and it feels like I've been seeing so many pieces of like, you know, knockoff Lamborghini, and that's it. I bet people might be straight shocked on what I've just broken apart. And you might be saying, hey, but I mean, you can't use the shovel to break up You know, they're just freaking children's toys. You can't smash them up. Well, I can just do whatever I like. I tell you what, all that wreckage right over on the floor of me just shows you of how much knockoff stuff I've been straightforward shredding and destroying things apart. That just really just goes to show you. I've just turned up the brightness a bit because obviously it's very, very dark at the moment. But I tell you what, seeing all of those knockoff toys getting smashed and crashed apart just shows to us and illustrates me, and just so much so why this stuff shouldn't be allowed, especially in charity shops. I mean, how am I going to really tell? Because obviously when knockoff toys just get endlessly sold at like legitimate charity shops, that sort of really grinds my gears. Especially generic plastic toys that seem to break really easily and that sort of stuff. Basically, it's sort of scaring children. I mean, they are very good at raising money, but they're also sort of scaring children. I think charity shops really need to raise their very own little finger. They really need to raise their little ugly head and just straightforward change their straightforward mind and just say, hey, let's ban toys that have very relatively shoddy plastic. But that's just the thing. Anyways, it's getting very late, but I hope you have actually seen so much everything of what I've just smashed up so far, and I'm actually so glad that I'm now actually making newer videos on YouTube, because I'll tell you what, I've been focusing a lot of delayed videos on my YouTube channel, but I will still straightforward keep on making delayed videos on YouTube, but nevertheless, I will straightforward also upload some newer videos on YouTube, maybe do a bit of a gardening tour around tomorrow, but we'll just have to see about that. Anyways, I shall straightforward leave this video right here. If you really enjoyed it, please give this video a very good like. Subscribe for more for that videos in the future and similar toy reviews alike. And I'll tell you what, smashing out that Lamborghini toy, it was just so funny. Thanks so much for watching, and don't tell anyone. Bye. I just smashed out a Lamborghini. It was 50 pence, right?